More declutters are happening, just all the time, constantly. Every week I'm decluttering something or another. So this time round, I'm going to get rid of this. I knew I was going to get rid of this when I bought it because this is Sol de Janeiro Rio Radiance. This is the body spray, came out this year. So, it's perfectly pretty. It's tuberose, coconut. Is it coconut milk? I think it says, yeah, milk of coconut. It's got like a sand, like a salty sand note in it as well. And it very much smells like a suntan lotion. Now, you'll see if you've watched any of my other classes, you'll know that I don't get along very well with any perfumes, most perfumes I should say, that smell like some kind of body lotion. I've got another one that will come up soon that smells like a body lotion and I can't wear it. I really like the smell of it, but when I wear it, it makes me really uncomfortable. And I don't really know why. I'm not really sure what it is, but when a perfume smells too much like a conditioner or a body lotion, or well, certainly shampoos, I can't, like shampoo perfumes are a real struggle for me, then I don't feel comfortable. I always want to take them off. I always regret putting them on. So as much as I think this is really pretty, I just don't need this one. So that one's got to go. Let's see. So if we stick with the body lotion, this is a beautiful perfume, but I just can't get along with this. This is Softly by Jill Sander. This is the original Softly. It has really unusual notes. Does it say anything on it here? It says an enveloping fragrance blends powdery and floral notes for an intensive feeling of well-being. Spray lavishly over the body for a relaxing effect. And yeah, I mean, it does work in that way if you like lotiony smells, because it does smell like you're putting on a nice body lotion. I don't know how to explain this fragrance. It smells exactly like a conditioner that I have, like literally exactly like, I think it's a Schwarzkopf conditioner that's got like kelp or something in it, but it's very creamy, quite sweet. This has like really random notes in it, quite creamy. It's very musky. It's a little bit green. It's slightly floral, but it's unusual. In fact, I've got another one that I'm getting rid of because it also has really, I don't want to say barley, but this has something else in it. It's like wheat or something strange. Okay, so Jill Sander Softly smells like a really nice body lotion, but I can't deal with it. And then this is Sensations by Jill Sander. So Jill Sanders has a really specific DNA in her perfumes. I think anyway. They often smell like body lotions or suntan lotions or that kind of thing. So Sensations smells like a white chocolate body lotion. That's kind of what it smells like to me. It's very sugary and sweet, but it also again has like a greenness in the top. So I just can't quite get along with it. Whenever I've tried to wear it, I just regret it normally. You know what I mean? Like once a year, maybe I might spray it and I might quite enjoy it. But generally speaking, I won't like it for a long period of time. And typically the things that I don't like tend to last the longest. So they're not strong, but they last quite a long time. I can't get on with either of these, so they're both going to have to go. Just generally, Jill Sander, I absolutely adore her Sport Water for Women, the one with the blue liquid. That's one of my favourite perfumes of all time. I love it. But generally speaking, everything else I've had from Jill Sander, I am or have decluttered because I cannot get along with them. It's a real bummer. They don't work for me. They really do have a specific DNA, and I find a similar DNA in the Lacoste perfumes, and I've started to think of it as like a European smell. So Riri by Rihanna. This is just a perfume that it's nice. I like it, but I don't love it. So this is one that I'm getting rid of due to space and just needing to downsize, rather than not liking it. It's just not a favourite, but it is really pretty. Riri is, if I remember correctly, it's passion fruit. It's basically passion fruit and vanilla. That's what it kind of boils down to, this perfume. It's really pretty. It's very girly. It's very sweet. The vanilla in it is very prominent, but I don't think you ever quite lose the slight kind of fruity, tropical, passion fruity smell. It's really, really pretty, but I just don't have the urge to wear it. Do you know what I mean? I just don't. There's no point in me having it. because I have other perfumes that I just like so much more. So this is one of that's like in my okay pile, and unfortunately due to space I've got to get rid of the things that I just think are okay. So that's how that's going. That one's got to go. What else have we got? Oh yeah, I knew I was going to get rid of this as soon as I bought it. This is Femme by Hugo Boss. I just don't like this perfume at all. I find it screechy. It's like freesia. It's like a pink floral, but it's so screechy to me. It smells like a white floral. Yeah, I just find it very sharp. It's got that kind of Lancome vibe to it. And I can't wear Lancome perfumes. I find that I think they have a musk in that's very, very sharp to me. And this has that kind of vibe. It's got this cool bottle. It's really pretty. It's definitely got a nice freesia vibe to it. But I can't remember if there's Lily of the Valley in this or what, or whether it's Magnolia or something. But I just find it extremely screechy, sharp, and maybe slightly shampooey. Like, I just couldn't get Femme to work for me, which was sad because the notes would suggest I would really like it, you know. People compare it to Forever and Ever Dior. It doesn't smell like Forever and Ever Dior. I love that perfume. Yeah, I just don't like that one. I just can't get along with it. The Original Glow from JLo, another one I knew I was going to get rid of because this one's super sharp on me as well. This one very much smells like a kind of bar soap body lotion. In fact, specifically, I think that JLo Glow, the original, smells like white Nivea, Nivea Soft. I think it smells exactly like Nivea Soft. That's not something I was ever particularly a fan of the smell of. My sister used to wear that one. Well, she still uses Nivea Soft, and I'm a Nivea Creme girl. So this one, it doesn't work for me, and it has a musk in it that goes very animalic on me, like super, super funky. So it doesn't. When it dries down, it's pretty, but it does smell like a lotion. And as I said, I just can't really get along with lotions. I think people call it soapy, and all of JLo's fragrances have something in them that's slightly soapy. I think maybe except for Still, which I adore. But I think I find them maybe less soapy and more lotiony. They all smell like body products. But yeah, anyway, that one not for me. I've got to try to squeeze it back into its very battered box. Okay. I've got a double whammy here. Now, kind of sad to get rid of these because they are quite cute. So this is the Original Vespa for her. And this is Vespa Sensation. They're nice. I like them. I just don't love them. That's the problem. And because I have so many perfumes now, it's just a bit much. It looks really dramatic, this lighting, doesn't it? It's like really over the top. It's because I'm doing this at night. It's really dark. The Original Vespa, have a quick spray. Kind of smells a bit like soft scoop ice cream. Like quite cheap, British soft scoop ice cream. I think there's also apple. Yeah, it's got like an apples and ice cream smell about it. It's pretty. I like it. I like a soft scoop ice cream. I quite like apples, although apples I can struggle to wear sometimes. I don't love it. It's another one that I like. It's in my collection. I don't love it. So when I was looking through it, like how to make some space, these two kind of jumped out at me just because I don't really wear them and I feel like I won't reach for them particularly. I did wear them a couple of times when I first got them because I was obviously excited that they were new. But now if I'm looking at my collection after like a year on YouTube, what I'm going to wear in summer, you know, I know I'm not going to reach for these, so there's not much point in having them. Now, Sensation, am I saying that right? Sensation has the same kind of base, like the vanilla ice creamy base as this, but it has, what is it that's in this one? It's got like a C note, so it's got a salty vibe. Oh, and lemons. Yeah. So it's like that one actually smells like a holiday. I do quite like that one. That's a bit of a wrench to get rid of that one, but when I tried to wear it most recently, I just was like, well, I'm not really fussed. So It's really pretty though. I'm smelling it now and I'm like, oh yeah, that's quite a good one. It's like seawater and lemon and Mr. Whippy, you know. It's like a British summer holiday. That's what that smells like, even though that like Vespa is I think an Italian brand, you know. So I'm just going to say goodbye to those because I just simply do not wear them, and I can't imagine I'm going to wear them anytime soon. All right, we're nearly there. What have I got? Oh, it's just a tiny little Reve. So Reve, Give Me Love. I got Give Me Love and I got Love Dance at the same time. Now they are quite similar. Love Dance I like better because it's kind of softer. It's really got quite a lot of banana in it. And it's a very tropical, lovely perfume. I've got a big bottle of that. This one, it's more limey. It's a bit sharper, but it has very similar notes. They're both dupes of... I think one's Pacific Paradise and one is Rocking Rio from the Escada, the old 90s Escada summer editions. This one, though, it has that tar-like fake wood smell in it. And again, I realised that and I was like, oh no, I don't want this because Love Dance doesn't have that. So I'm keeping Love Dance. I'm getting rid of this little baby, Give Me Love, because I'm just never going to choose this one over the other one. I love Love Dance. I've got quite a few Reves that I really like. I think they're a really, really good brand. Okay, then this one I knew I was going to get rid of as soon as I bought it. I actually, weirdly enough, I had a Discovery set and I really liked this one. It was the only Kayali I liked, this Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. And in winter, I could smell the coconut, I could smell the pear blossom. I thought it was really pretty. And then when I actually got this bottle, which, I mean, it's so dark as well. You can see how much it's darkened up. All I get from this is the base note. So all I get is vanilla bourbon and sandalwood. In the top, when I sniff it from the bottle and when I first spray it, I can smell coconut. But then it just basically turns into Santal blush from Tom Ford. And it's supposed to smell like Soleil Blanc from Tom Ford. But I don't get a beachy smell from this. I basically get Adam Levine For Her. That's what this smells like to me, but without the marigold. So I just... oh no, I can't deal with it. It's such a sandalwoody perfume, and the patchouli really started to come out when in warm weather. But in cold weather, I thought it smelled nice, but it was almost invisible at the same time. So, I mean, it was a blind buy disaster that wasn't a blind buy, which was really weird. But yeah, I just absolute disaster, that one. Sadly enough. Then I'll just finish with a few. So this is an absolute monster. CK Into You. This is just one because this is like a woody lemon and vanilla. And the thing is, I have a citrus and vanilla, like a lemon and vanilla perfume from Lush called Hairdresser's Husband. And I just much prefer it to this because this has like... I don't think it's actually pine. It's got some kind of like leafy tree woody smell in it. I can't quite remember what the actual note is. Just have a quick look on the box. There's no information on here. And it smells resinous and kind of pine-like, almost like a Christmas tree. And that is the smell that really lingers along with... I mean, to be honest, I never lose the citrus and I never lose the vanilla, but I also never lose that kind of pine tree smell. And I think it's really nice, but I do find it hard to wear. And everyone says this doesn't last. This lasts forever on me. I can smell that piney smell and the sweet smell. I can smell it for hours, like 8 hours. It just never goes away on me. So yeah, I hate this bottle. It takes up loads of space. So yeah, I really like Calvin Klein bottles generally, but this kind of plastic on here, not so much. So that one really needs to go just because I'm not wearing it, and I'd much rather wear Hairdresser's Husband if I want to wear a very citrusy vanilla. So what have we got? Okay. Yeah. So this is Giacomo number 9. This is the art collection from Giacomo. This is one of those, I need space, I've got to get rid of stuff. What am I going to get rid of? The reason I have this perfume is because it smells very much like, almost as if it's a dupe of a old Nina Ricci perfume called it was from the Belsa Ricci line, and it was called Spicy Delight. Now I still have my bottle of that with a very small amount in the bottom. It's it's definitely a vintage perfume now, because I think that came out in the late 90s and it was discontinued a very long time ago. I really liked that perfume, and so I thought I'd get this one that I could just sort of wear in its place. But this one is unisex. It's a little bit more masculine leaning on me, and the last time I wore it I just felt it was too masculine, even though it smells very similar to Spicy Delight. The wood in it is just a little bit more powerful, but it kind of smells like kitchen spices, like a fruit cake or something. It's like orangey kind of, I think there's mango in this. It's fruity in a kind of sweet, kind of orange fruits way, but it also smells like there might be some dried fruit, and there's definitely like cinnamon, nutmeg, that kind of smell. It's super pretty, but like I said, I wore it and there was just something in it that just didn't sit quite right on me when I wore it at Christmas. So I think I'm just going to have to pass that on, because again, I need space. And then the last two are two Centology perfumes that I got. This is Lychee and Floral Bouquet. There was me thinking I really liked lychee in perfumes, and I cannot get on with most perfumes that have lychee in. It's Lychee and Floral Bouquet. And then Floriental Mandarin. The only reason I'm getting rid of this one is because it kind of smells like quite a few things I've already got. It's got a slight, I mean, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be inspired by, that's probably inspired by Delina, which is also a perfume I'm not that keen on. And this one's really pretty, but it kind of reminds me of my Britney Spears Prerogative Ego and my Goji Berry Cactus, and weirdly enough, Elizabeth Arden White Tea Vanilla Orchid. So this is what my husband thinks that this is sexy, but then I've got those others that smell so similar that, you know, that can do as my sexy perfume. So Floriental Mandarin is kind of fruity, it's creamy, it's sexy. I cannot remember a single note that's in it. But if it helps, there's like coffee and goji berries, and like I think there's like apricot and that kind of thing in the Prerogative Ego. And it has that, I mean, it kind of also, there's something about it that is reminding me of kind of like a love child of a non-patchouli heavy black opium kind of profile, but also one of the Miss Dior style profiles, like a super sweet, slightly fruity floral. It hasn't actually got coffee in it, but it just, yeah, it's hard to describe that one, but I think it's really pretty, and it's only like a tenner a bottle. But again, these are big bottles. I'm never going to get through them. I don't need them. And like I said, Lychee Floral Bouquet is exactly what it says, and I think it might have a slight Delina-y vibe, but much, much lighter. And I just, when I've worn this, I've enjoyed it, but it smells like other things I've got, so I don't need it. When I've tried to wear this one, I just can't get on with it, and I think it's lychee just goes screechy on my skin, unfortunately. But they're perfectly good perfumes, and again, those are just ones that I'm getting rid of because I just do not have space for all these perfumes, so I have got to get rid of them. If I could have like a yard sale kind of thing and get rid of all of these, I would, but unfortunately that's just not going to happen, so I'm going to have to put them on eBay or something. But yeah, so that's my nasty clutter for a little while, hopefully, and I hope it was enjoyable, and please don't take offense if I'm getting rid of things that you like.